No, that's for the sound. The stapler is the real stapler. Yeah, let me go ahead and get you one. That's for my Newsflash. Do you?
I saw every tooth in her mouth. Good Lord. Look at her. There they go again.
I wrote these in 2010.
Oh, okay.
Jerry was supposed to. Yeah, I did, but that was before I knew that.
Right.
So Jerry was written as a male part. So when we started doing these, I had to change everything to she. So last week, I always check them before I send them out. Obviously not that well because I try to watch football. And when I saw that, tears were almost coming down my face. I said, she's going to think this is like a personal attack.
No.
I was cracking up.
This is right here. Quit trying to steal my job. My hands don't sweat.
My hands don't sweat. Yeah, because she, now she's the cue card, and she doesn't need Dennis taking her job. My hands don't sweat. Dude, I got laughing.
You're doing it right now.
Oh, no. Okay. So, it needs to be emphasized, like, though your best efforts, that's not going to cut it. For that, so after she gets into that, I underline he, like, say it as if, like, because he was a huge impact back then, and, like, so, like, women were just, so when he said it, like, make it implied, like,
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, okay. So, when...
What was that point you say he does every time?
Yes, but see, I can't stop him now, because that's been like since February. No, since January he's been singing it like that. I had good night nurse all lined up. And all the time you always say, I had a good night nurse. But see now, like, I was going to say now that I've said it, then he's really,
He's going to go right through it. Right?
Yeah, okay. Okay, all right. I think we're good. Yeah. If there's any names, I'll try to whisper them if I can. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. Jitters. Okay. Yes. Oh, wait another minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Yep. The lining. Okay. Well, because sometimes we turn around and 1 week, I had this editing. It's better this time. Okay. Oh, yeah, let me. Okay. I'm gonna mark where you got sound so I remember. Okay, all right. You let us know and we're ready to go.
And welcome to A Day in the Life of, starring Henry London, his beautiful starlet Betty Gray, that unpredictable character Dennis Hagen, and his wife Rachel Hagen. And as always, I'm your host, Jerry Morgan. Tonight we bring you A Day in the Life of 1950s, remembering a time when the movies, as we knew it, changed forever. Just when 2 words were yelled,
Hey, Stella!
yeah, I don't know. What was that? That's not going to quite do it. It sounds much better when he says it.
Who's he?
Who's he? Are you kidding?
Streetcar named Stupid.
Hey, Julius.
Julius, do you want to take this outside?
I'll meet you on the waterfront in 15 minutes.
I'll be there with my guys and dolls.
Aren't you the wild one?
Now you're catching on, Dad.
You'd like to think the Academy.
In came a new wave of acting known as the Method, introducing a class of such witty Montgomery Clift, James Dean, Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, Eli Wallach, Carl Malden, and many others. We remember a time when James Brown and the Famous Flames introduced the world to an astonishing new style when James Brown sang one word repeatedly for the entire first half of his hit record.
Please! 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 Please!
shock of our lives as this thing called television made a wave into our homes, thus bringing us such game shows as What's My Line, The Name's the Same, I've Got a Secret, Tell the Truth, and Beat the Clock. We were introduced to television's weekly westerns with Maverick, Wild Bill Hip Hop, and Have Gun Will Travel, The Lone Ranger.
Oh, Silver! Dennis!
Thanks, Henry. And we could not forget children's shows such as Howdy Doody. We remember comedy and variety shows such as The Amos and Andy Show, The Gary Moore Show, The Ed Sullivan Show, The Red Skeleton Show, Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows, The Jack and Gleason Show, I Love Lucy, My Little Margie, The Ozzie and Harriet Show, and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. We remember a time when Luda Richard was ready Teddy to do the Tutti Frutti with long, tall salad, and the good golly Miss Molly, since Lucille ran off and married because the girl can't help it. And neither could Jane Mansfield when she took on the title role with the movie with the same name, the 50s, when glorious Technicolor, breathtaking CinemaScope, stereophonic sound, and that larger-than-life step right up, folks. This is Cinerama. Changed the movie-going experience. We remember a time when Martin and Lewis entertained us both with song and comedy. A time when diamonds were a girl's best friend, while Marilyn Monroe gave us the 7-year itch. Uh-oh, what's this? Take the Washington Monument, but leave us Monroe? Who wrote this? Dennis! Thanks, Rachel. And now, as we join our group of thespians, we look into the house of Betty Gray, who seems to be in another dilemma.
Well, baby, I was thinking, if you could have some leading man to assist you in your number on the show tonight, it would really pack 'em in.
That might not be too bad. What did you have in mind, Henry?
To get another celebrity. A big-time act. You know, someone prestigious, entertaining, a well-known, renowned talent like Dennis Hagen.
Dennis? I'd just as soon go on with Mortimer Snerd. At least he's resourceful. If he's made out of wood, we can burn him. Listen, Henry, did Dennis put you up to this?
No! Betty, to tell you the truth, yes.
I thought so. What was it this time? Money, sob story, tears.
All you can eat buffet ticket to Cantor's Delicatessen.
Henry.
Look, Betty, I'm a bachelor. Good meals are hard to come by. I've been living on Bob's Big Boys for 2 years now.
You're not going to sponsor us now. Then why not just get married, Henry?
And give up Dandridge, Mansfield, Russell, Lauren, Lollabridgida, and Monroe?
Do those pinups mean more to you than your stomach? Think of it. 4-course meals, 2-layered cakes, 5-inch sandwiches.
Yes, but a 36, 24, 36 Dandridge can fill my appetite a little bit better.
No, Henry. For the last time, I'm not sneaking you into the studio as my stocking steamer.
Corset lace?
No.
Wardrobe stylist?
No.
Undergarment?
What?
Undertaker. Garment undertaker. What? What? Well, I'm sweating here. Betty is. I just want to look at her.
Henry, the last time you just wanted to look at someone, you went joyriding from one end of the block to the other.
Someone yelled security.
I know. It was me. That neck of yours was stretched a little too far over the window. It wasn't until you reached stage 27 you even noticed I was there.
How did I know you were dangling on the back by your beads?
Like
Who
this.
takes a lunch break lying on the back of a golf cart anyway?
All I could see were pebbles of gravel as we whizzed by. I couldn't even grab onto the potholes from fear of getting a ticket for ripping up semen on studio property.
Can you fit Dennis in or not?
I don't know, Henry. I'll see what I can do. It won't be easy to fit in Dennis. I have no need for a sleeve holding a tray in my number. Now, who could that be?
I'll get it, Betty.
Thanks, Henry.
Hiya, Henry. Hello, Betty.
Hiya.
Oh, hello, Jerry.
Betty, I just came by to drop off this new script Manili wants you to have.
Oh, yeah? Come on in, Jerry. Henry, I got it.
Dorothy Dandridge's phone number?
No, calm down. I've got the part. Me, Lena, and Dandridge. It's called In the City, about 3 women doing the city with 3 servicemen.
Betty, that's already been done with Frank Sinatra, Gene Kelly, Jules Munchin playing Navy sailors. It was called On the Town.
I know. That was on how to get rid of the girls. This one's on how to get rid of them.
The girls?
The men.
Why would you want to get rid of the men?
To keep the traffic flow on schedule. When the Navy ships out, the Air Force flies in.
That's all you women think about. Men, men, men.
What? Don't you?
I should say not.
You know what I mean, Henry. For you, it's always girls, girls, girls. And besides, I'm thinking of leaving the picture business as an actor and getting into writing and directing. I mean, I've already conquered the big leading acts. Grant and Gable, Marlon and Monty, Portier and Belafonte. It sounds like dancing, doesn't it?
I don't know, Betty. I think you should stay with acting.
No, I'm not listening to you anymore, Jerry. I've been listening to you for 7 years, and look where it's gotten me. Every producer, writer, and director in Hollywood has taken my ideas and making them box office gold.
Minor coincidence.
Like Helen, they are. First, there was my 2 men fall for the same woman idea. Nightclub owner versus gambler. Turned nightclub manager by nightclub owner. In comes the woman, married to the owner, but loves the manager. She comes onto the screen. She flips her hair back and says, "Me? Sure, I'm decent." She did some dancing, a couple of singing numbers. I was going to call it Glinda. But no, you said not interesting.
How did I know Rita Hayworth could dance?
Then there was my all-musical idea in full-blown Technicolor. A young man finds success in Hollywood, climbing from the bottom to the top. He goes from stuntman to stardom, from silent to talkies, then enters the woman out of a cake into his life. It starts to rain one night, but he can't keep from singing and dancing. I was going to call it Whistling in the Dark.
How did I know Gene Kelly could dance?
Then there was my eerie suspense thriller. Old Hollywood actress from silent era can't let go of her past. She used to be big, Paramount's #1 star. She loved the lights and the cameras and all those people out there in the dark. In comes the young man. She becomes obsessed with him. So obsessed she kills him in her swimming pool. I was going to call it Mulholland Drive.
Betty, I know Holdit could dance.
He can't.
Oh, now I'm at the rim, Betty. I'm a fortune teller, not a mind reader.
Look, Betty, it seems to me your problem isn't the stories. It's the titles you come up with.
You think so, Henry?
Absolutely.
Maybe you're right, but I've got 2 great ideas now, and great titles, too.
You do? What are they?
The first one is about a man and his bugle set in World War II Pearl Harbor. There'll be sand, there'll be some water, there'll even be murder. I'm going to call it From Here to Eternity, starring Marlon Brando.
See, Betty, great casting, but wrong title.
Really? Well, what do you suggest?
How about Gone to Pearl Harbor?
Gone to Pearl Harbor. Okay, well, here's my next idea. Dock workers versus gang-driven union boss. Enters ex-boxer. He's strong yet gentle, tough yet sensitive. He once could have had class. He could have been a contender. He could have been somebody. I'm going to call it On the Waterfront, starring Frank Sinatra.
Again, Betty, great casting, but wrong title.
Really?
Awful.
Well, what should I call it?
Off the Docks.
Off the Docks. Off the Docks and Gone to Pearl Harbor? All right, Jerry, if you say so. I'll think it over and I'll see what I can do with them. Thanks.
Oh, don't mention it, Betty. Anything I can do to help.
I've got to be getting over to the radio station myself, Betty. See you tonight.
All right, Henry. Goodbye, Jerry.
Goodbye. Hey, Henry. I'm going to be a little late. I've got to pick up Dennis.
What's wrong with his car?
Well, it seems he's been using his car as a taxi cab. He runs it out to pick up a little change, extra cash on side.
Change was right.
Well, if he's playing taxi driver anyway, can't he just drive over himself?
Oh, he isn't the driver.
Amos, huh?
Yep. And the meter will charge him 50 cents for a ride from the house to the studio.
Jerry, you mean he can't even pay 50 cents?
Well, it isn't that Dennis is cheap, Henry. He says that it's just hard on his wallet when...
I know. When he's between pictures. All right, Jerry. You go pick up Dennis and I'll head to the studio.
Dennis, I'm home. Where are you?
Man, here, Rex.
Oh, there you are. You won't believe the day I've had at the studio. Flying airplanes, car crashes, running up mountains, and around the nose of presidents. It was awful.
What was all this for?
Some big to-do picture called The Man in Lincoln's Nose with Cary Grant. North, south, east, west. We were all over the place. Oh, well, what are you up to?
I'm reading the evening paper. Jerry will be by in a minute to pick me up. I want to try and talk Betty into letting me perform with her.
Oh, Dennis. Doesn't the studio have enough trouble without your comedy bits?
Mind over matter, Rachel.
Yeah, you're right, Dennis. And if the studio has a mind, it won't matter that you don't.
You trying to insult me?
Hey, Dennis, what's today's date? I've got to fill out some forms for the studio.
How would I know? Thursday, I guess.
Just look at the date on the paper.
What good would that do since yesterday's paper?
Like,
For Pete's sake.
Christopher
Well,
Columbus.
Judas Priest.
Dennis.
Rachel.
Dennis.
Rachel. I'm just trying to meet you halfway. Just
All right.
figured I'd meet you.
Dennis, give me.
You want another go around the park?
No, Dennis, give me.
Too bad. Had good night, nurse. All lined up.
Dennis.
I was going to knock it out of the ballpark.
Dennis, focus. Now, give me the newspaper.
Here you are.
Now, let me see. Today's date is... What's this? Actor Ronald Reagan back in second term for Actors Screen Guild for president?
President again, eh? The Gilbert better slow down. Pretty soon he might get ideas. That must be Jerry. I heard his car outside. See you tonight, Rachel.
All right, Dennis, and don't forget, you get further with water than you do vinegar.
I know, Rachel. I know, and I'll gargle this time with mouthwash.
Tired of the same old weekday morning cereal? Then crawl out of that everyday routine with Lawless Log Camp cereal. The cereal your family will beg for you each and every morning of every week. With a toasted cinnamon flavor and that roasted almond crunch, you'll look no further than the Lawless Log Camp cereal for breakfast or on-the-go lunch.
Hey, Henry, did you get a chance to sell me to Betty yet?
I sold Dennis, but she wasn't buying. Don't despair. I'll slip her the reel you gave me on the test she performed at Nat King Cole's Unforgettable. If she sees that, she just might go for it this time.
It would help out a great deal on the bills. It's hard on your wallet when you're in between pictures and your wife brings home more money than you do.
I'd like to think that would be the ideal situation. It's almost worth the sacrifice.
That's what I thought. But only if I were thinking before I thought, I'd be a different sort of man.
Sort of what?
Happy. Oh, I don't mean for the people to turn against marriage.
If they don't turn against it, where should they turn it?
Off, turn it off.
I won't disagree with you there, old boy. While only this evening, Betty had the nerve to suggest I get married.
What? And give up Dandridge, Mansfield, Russell, Lauren, Lollabridgida, and Monroe? Don't do it, boy, don't do it.
I don't plan to. My subscription is paid up until November.
Well, I remember when me and Rachel got married.
So do I. I still haven't recovered from those hospital bills.
I've never seen so much pearl pulling, dress ripping, and hair grabbing in the ideal when Rachel threw her bouquet. When I turned to go to daughter, to the fellas, all I heard was glass breaking.
Yeah, it took me 2 runs to leap over the man holding on to the guy pushing past the mob, jumping out the window.
Henry,
Yeah, Deuce.
I was the man holding on to the guy pushing past the mob, jumping out of the window.
Hey, Henry. I was in my dressing room and... Oh, hello, Dennis.
Hello, Betty. Betty, I was wondering.
No, Dennis. Whatever it is, I don't have time for this. I've got to go or I'll be late for the Newsflash for the broadcast.
Can I come along and do it with you? I'm a good cue card holder.
No.
Quit trying to steal my job.
Don't quit.
No,
No, Dennis.
Promote yourself on your own time, Jerry.
No, Dennis, you can't listen to the broadcast with me. I only came over here to ask Henry where did he get the film reel that he left in my dressing room. I couldn't see a face, but whoever it was had real talent. Who was it?
There he is right there.
Difficult to believe. It was me performing the number. You see, I was thinking about using it in my next picture.
Dennis, I don't believe you've ever made a picture before. Come to think of it, the last picture I saw you in was in your basement with the words Baby Years 1915 posted on it.
Says you. I suppose you haven't seen Bells Are Ringing with Dean Martin and Judy Holliday.
Yeah, I saw it. Were you the pot that kept flying off the handle?
No, Smarty, I was the bell that kept ringing off the hook.
Never mind, Dennis. I tell you what you can do. You can come to the rehearsal for my finale number for the show. If you're good in that, I'll see about using you in some of my numbers in the future.
Gee, thanks, Betty. You're a real pal.
If I'd known this is what I'd have to put up with for a talent on this show, I'd have signed up as an enemy.
Well, you know what they say. There's one born every minute.
And you're just the one that was born. Goodbye, Dennis.
And now I'm here to present the part of our show where we take a moment to relate to you with some interesting facts and trivia of Hollywood yesteryear that you may or may not know. Here she is, folks, Betty Gray.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we bring you a time that was and is the era of 1950s. As we remember, Newsflash. 1950 brings a different sort of leading man to the screen as director turned actor. Yul Brynner reprises his role as the King of Siam in 1950's The King and I, co-starring Deborah Carr. Yul Brynner brought a new perception to an attractive leading man with a bald head in Hollywood. This just in, just off from his big successes, Caleb in The East of Eden, having already filmed as Rebel Without a Cause and Giant. 24-year-old actor James Dean dies in a car crash, just a few weeks shy of the premiere of his new role, Rebel Without a Cause. Dean would go on to be nominated for an Oscar for this film, as well as his role as Jet Rink in the 1956 film Giant, which was released a year later on November 24th, 1956. Academy Award night 1954, Frank Sinatra wins an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in his comeback role as Private Angelo Maggio. In the 1953 From Here to Eternity, Sinatra would go on to play the supporting role for one other film after that, the stage musical turned film musical, Guys and Dolls. From that film on, Sinatra would never again be seen in a film as a supporting character. The 27th Annual Academy Awards of 1955, the 33-year-old timeless beauty Dorothy Dandridge would go on to be the first black woman to be nominated as Best Actress in a Motion Picture in the film's version of the famed operetta Carmen, where Dorothy played the title role Carmen Jones. Not to be confused with 1939's win for actress Hattie McDaniel, who was not only the first black actress to be nominated for Best Supporting Actress in a film, but also won for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind. Although Dandridge did not win her category, she can be seen presenting the award for Best Film Editing in a Motion Picture. On that same night in that same building, 30-year-old actor Marlon Brando would go on to win his first Oscar for his then fourth nomination, having been nominated every year from 1952 to 1955. After tackling the Oscar for On the Waterfront, Brando would go on to tackle a ball of a different game as it was announced, Brando Sings, in the 1950 musical Guys and Dolls, where he would play the leading character Sky Masterson. This would be the first and only time the two heavy hitters, Sinatra and Brando, worked together on screen. And as they say in the business, that's a different story. Guys and Dolls would go on to produce one of the industry's greatest and most known songs, Left Be a Lady, which was actually sung by Brando first for the film and later made immortal by Sinatra in music. Well, that's showbiz, kid. Oh, well, folks, this has been Newsflash with Betty Gray. Until next time, stay informed.
Looking for that certain something different at the morning breakfast table with your family? Then try Lawless Log Camp Cereal, the cereal that will take you on vacation with every bowl you eat. Lawless Log Camp Cereal guarantees. You'll taste the toasted cinnamon flavor and the roasted almond crunch. You'll look no further than Lawless Log Camp Cereal for breakfast or on-the-go lunch.
You know, Betty, most.
It's all right, Henry. Take your time. Take your time.
Thanks, Betty. Some other radio programs husbands have that is most wives use. I mean, women.
He done it again, boys.
Whew, sorry, folks, it's been a long day. We didn't have a lot of rehearsal time. I'll try that again.
Let's.
You know, Betty, some other radio programs, what? There I go again. Okay, here I go. And sing.
And sing.
You know, Betty,
Yes, Henry.
most men on our other radio programs use their wives as their secret sidekicks. Well, some of them are secret sidekicks. Take Jack and Mary. On the show, she plays his girlfriend, but we in Hollywood know that she is his wife. Then there's Fred Allen and Portland. Then there's the not so secret ones like
right.
George and Gracie.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe McGee,
Fibber,
Fibber, McGee and Molly, and Nat King Cole and Maria. I'm sorry, that just
We love you.
Ronald Coleman and Bonita, Charlie and Bergen. That's it. So Jerry and I was talking, and we were wondering, Betty, if you.
Henry, you know me. I'm just a streetcar named Impulsive, but.
Oh no, I was talking about me.
You? I thought you told me you would never get married.
Well, if I can't have Dandridge, Mansfield, Russell, Lauren, Lollabridgida, and Monroe, you'll do.
Thanks, Henry. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Well, where's Dennis anyway? I'm ready to go over the number.
Here I am. Sorry I'm so late. I had a flat on the way over here.
Oh no, is everything all right?
I don't know. I came with Sydney Cody.
You mean you left Jerry out there by herself?
Sydney asked if we needed any help. Jerry said no. I said yes. And I need help getting to the studio.
Sometimes I wonder about you, Dennis. I don't know what goes on in that mind of yours.
Nothing much. Now, are you ready to go ahead over the number?
Why not? Henry, do you have the script?
It's right here, Betty.
All right, Dennis. Instead of a musical number, let's see if you can handle a scene from my new picture. You know, a musical isn't just built on singing alone.
I can't believe it. Here I am, and there she is.
Me, Dennis?
No, the horn. Oh, the lady. I was picturing Lena Horne's face on your back.
Dennis! Focus! Ready, Henry?
And action.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you a scene from Betty's upcoming motion picture, Moocher, where we find the leading character portrayed by Betty, in the rehearsal hall of a nightclub with her piano player, Broadway Kelly, as portrayed as our own Dennis Hagen.
Can't.
Nope.
Why?
Can't.
Really?
Won't.
Smokey?
Don't.
See? You know, Minnie, it's been said.
Yes, I know. It's been said and it's been read that strawberry blonde, platinum or red, there's never been a girl that Kelly can't bed.
Oh, so you remember seeing me in your dreams, Minnie?
Oh no, been hearing a lot of good jokes lately.
What's the joke?
You. Besides, I believe you're beginning to know me too well already. Where's the fun in that?
Fun. No, it was the other three-letter word I was going for.
Yes, strawberry blonde, platinum or red.
We make beautiful music together.
Oh really? What's the tune? Ragtime?
Lullaby of Broadway.
No thanks. Caught that show. She dies in the end.
We're all headed for disaster, Minnie. We just don't know it yet.
And if we did?
We'd be there already.
I'm there now.
Wanna go for a ride?
What's more, do you? Dennis! I take it all back about you not having any talent, no prospects, a has-been, a never was, a huckster,
I get it, Betty. I get the picture.
Oh, well, Dennis, what I really mean is that I'd love to use you as a partner in my next picture.
Oh, boy. Do you really mean it,
I
Betty?
sure do, Dennis. Come by the office in the morning and we'll have your contract drawn up.
Betty? You better make sure you can clear me at the gate.
Why?
Because there may be a picture up with my face on it. You don't let this happen to you. No peppers allowed.
Oh, Dennis.
Now, folks, before closing our program, we're going to bring back a segment we did a while back called After the Movie. We've received so many responses to this segment, we thought we'd reintroduce it to you. If you remember, we gave the contestant the name of the movie and movie title, and our contestant would say the first thing that comes to mind. Well, we decided to change the game around a bit, just to stay fresh. So instead, we will bring our own contestant, and I'll release the title of the several films in which the actor has played. Once our guests can guess the actor I'm speaking of through the movie title I've given, they will go on to the next round, and so the game goes. So Jerry, will you bring out our first contestant, please? Well, if it isn't our old friend, Miss Mabel Carrington. How are you, Mabel? How's life been treating you?
Just stand on it, I guess, as long as you can. That's with my Elizabeth Taylor, Maggie the Cat.
Oh, well, Mabel, have you been listening along with us?
Uh-huh.
So you know how the game is played.
That's right.
Good. Now, Mabel, for our first scenario for this evening, when figuring on how to marry a millionaire.
William Holden, Sunset Boulevard.
No, Mabel, that's not it. When figuring on how to marry a millionaire, don't bother to knock because she might be at the bus stop filling the 7-year itch since gentlemen prefer blondes.
Not on my block.
Mabel, go on the road to...
Bob Hope and Bing Crosby.
No, Mabel.
The road to Bali, the road to Utopia, the road to Hong Kong, the road to...
No, Mabel.
Oh, huh?
No.
Oh.
She might be at the bus stop feeling the 7-year itch since gentlemen prefer blondes going on the road to the asphalt jungle.
Annie, get your gun!
No, Mabel. I'm sorry. The answer is Marilyn Monroe. For Some Like It Hot.
Well, doesn't everybody? Nobody likes to eat supper when it's cold.
Yes, well, Mabel, I don't think it was the supper they were offering. Let's try another name.
Oh, go ahead. Lay it on me, Dad.
I was an American in Paris, just singing in the rain, and I...
Call the call!
Not yet, Mabel. When I was on the town, and during my break from summer stock, me and my gal, the cover girl, went out when she decided to take me out to the game.
Rita
Mom,
Hayworth.
Where?
The cover girl.
Oh. No, Mabel. That is not correct. The answer was Gene Kelly.
Oh, I saw him in a picture last night.
Really? Which one?
My sister's. She had a snapshot of him. She told me she found him going in a north by northwest direction because she had a suspicion that there was something notorious about the situation. When she pulled onto the street, she ran into her old friend and stopped to see what was the trouble with Harry because he was hanging out of the rear window from a rope.
Why? To catch a thief?
Nope, to kill a mockingbird.
Good night, everybody.
Tonight you have heard the voices of Rita Hayden and Betty Gray in a scene from her upcoming motion picture, Moocher. We also thank the rest of our cast, Henry London and Rachel Hagan, and our contestants for the evening's Mabel Harrington. And we give a special thanks to our sponsors. Our friends at Lawless Law Camp Cereal want you to go out on a limb and remember to try that toasted cinnamon flavor and that roasted almond crunch. You look no further than Lawless Law Camp Cereal for breakfast or on-the-go lunch. This program has been brought to you by Dominique Revue Productions and Dominique's Private Collection. All these evenings' clothing worn by our female cast, Felicia Johnson as Jerry Morgan, Jasmine Lofton as Rachel Hagan, Dominique Breckenridge herself as Betty Gray, and tonight's guest, Mabel Carrington. We're all from her line, Dominique's Private Collection. In addition to our cast, as we have our own Henry London, portrayed as Marcus Willis, and our Russian Diamond, Dennis Hagan, portrayed by Cedric Johnson. This has been a Dominique Revue production.
Good night, everybody.
When we decided she take me
Where
to
is she
the
taking you? And I'm just confused.
when she decided
Introducing a class as many...
There were so many.
There's so... Huh?
There were so.
Where so many?
Much. I was just telling the audience. So many.
Introducing a class of
Many such as.
Many such as...
President again, huh? The guppy better slow down. The gipper better slow down.
why should they turn it?
Off, turn it off. What? And give up Dandridge, Mansfield, Russell, Lawrence, Lollabridgida, and Monroe? Don't do it, boy, don't do it.
I don't plan to. My subscription is paid up until November.
Whoever it was had real talent. Who was it?
There he is right there. Oh, right over here and everything. You went around the corner and came back. You appeared right here.
No.
Well, some of them are secret sidekicks. Take Jack and Marie.
Mary? He was only married once.
Mary,
Yeah,
Mary.
Marie, whoever you
Mary.
are.
What did I say? Jack and Mary.
Right.
On the show, she plays his girlfriend, but in Hollywood, we in Hollywood know that she's his wife.
Haven't been here long.
Then there's Fred and Alan and Portland.
It's just Fred Allen. It's just You said Fred and Allen and Portland. It's just
Fred Allen and Portland. Then there's the not so secret one like George and Gracie. Fibber and McGee. Fibber, McGee, and Molly. Nat King Cole and Marie. Maria. Ronald Coleman and Benita. Charlie and Big Reagan. I'm just messing this up right now. So Jerry and I were talking